Good evening, I'm Whiskey Mike.
And I'm Keeper.
Tonight, we turn our radar towards the United States. From a massive federal response to the ongoing global oil shock to a cyber spillover hitting American financial institutions. We are tracking the fallout of the Zero Trust mandate, a major grounding of military aircraft, and the official crew announcement for our first moonwalk in decades. Deciphering the headlines to extract the intel you need, cutting through the noise to bring you the news, this is MPN.
We begin tonight with the domestic fallout of the conflict in the Middle East. The digital front has officially reached U.S. shores. Early this week, a highly coordinated wave of DDoS attacks targeted the routing infrastructure of three major Wall Street financial institutions. While core trading engines remain secure, customer-facing portals and mobile banking applications were completely paralyzed for nearly 4 hours. Homeland Security and CISA have attributed the traffic surge to proxy servers linked to Iranian Revolutionary Guard, warning the private sector to brace for prolonged retaliatory cyber harassment as tensions abroad continue to escalate.
In response to the ongoing blockade of the Strait of Hormuz and skyrocketing pump prices, President Trump authorized an emergency drawdown of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. The administration plans to release up to 1.5 million barrels per day over the next 3 months to combat the severe oil shock crippling the global market. While domestic energy producers have ramped up domestic drilling efforts, industry experts warn that the reserve release is merely a temporary bandage. Analysts predict that unless maritime security is restored to the Gulf, national gas averages could still eclipse $6 a gallon before the summer travel season begins.
In federal tech news, the aggressive push for modernized cybersecurity has hit a major operational wall. Following the administration's strict 90-day mandate to adopt zero trust architecture, thousands of cleared defense contractors experienced massive logon failures this week. The transition caused catastrophic desyncs across enterprise identity management platforms. Federal contractors utilizing custom IT storefront portals reported that legacy Active Directories failed to handshake with the new continuous multi-factor authentication protocols. For the system administrators and ITSM managers tasked with resolving the tickets, the resulting bottleneck effectively halted remote administrative work for several major defense projects across the eastern seaboard.
Shifting to military aviation, the Pentagon ordered a temporary safety stand-down for all stateside F-15E Strike Eagle squadrons. The grounding order follows last week's intensive recovery operation over Iran, where an American F-15E was shot down by an advanced surface-to-air missile. While the crew was ultimately rescued, Air Force engineers are currently reviewing the telemetry data from the downed jet. Stateside commanders are utilizing the stand-down to push emergency avionics patches and inspect the fleet's electronic warfare countermeasures before authorizing further combat deployments.
Down in Texas, state lawmakers are setting a new national precedent for artificial intelligence. The Texas legislature has overwhelmingly passed a sweeping ban on the use of AI-generated deepfakes in any political campaign material. The law carries severe felony penalties for any organization utilizing undeclared AI to simulate the voice or likeness of a political candidate. While privacy advocates are praising the measure as a necessary defense of election integrity, tech lobbyists in the Austin and San Antonio corridors argue the language is overly broad and could inadvertently criminalize standard automated video editing and processing tools.
Finally tonight, humanity's next giant leap has its crew. NASA has officially announced the 4 astronauts who will fly the Artemis 3 mission, marking the first time humans will walk on the lunar surface in over 50 years. The historic crew includes the first woman and the first person of color assigned to a lunar landing. Following SpaceX's successful orbital refueling test of the Starship lander earlier this month, NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman expressed extreme confidence in the mission's timeline. The crew will now begin intensive, specialized training at the Johnson Space Center in preparation for their 2026 launch to the lunar South Pole.
From the ongoing security of our digital infrastructure and to the pioneers preparing to leave our atmosphere, we will keep deciphering the headlines to bring you the facts. I'm Keeper.
And I'm Whiskey Mike.
We'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay vigilant.